Welcome back to the Gray Space. I'm Zeke. That is Dre.
Yepers.
And we got another fire interview for you guys this week.
Man, we are back like we never left. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute, but we're back. You know what I mean? We being kind of choosy out in the streets.
Yeah,
now.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure we get the best of the best. You know what I mean? And Breezy tapped the line. You know, when Breezy taps the line, I got to pick up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I picked up. And so now, here we are on this beautiful Friday. You know what I mean? Our guest today can be described by 4 words: love, respect, obligation, currency. These 4 words are not only part of his name, but the principles he focuses on in his life. His motto of "everybody eats" is explained in high def on some of his early mixtapes, EBE1 and 2, along with his debut album, 1008. Hailing from Tacoma, Washington, he is pushing a wave of Northwest hip-hop to the forefront with his label, LX3 Entertainment. Not just a rapper, though, he also showcases his wordplay through a spoken word series, The Street Diaries. He's used his talents to network with a myriad of gifted people in other professions, including photographers, videographers, producers, and more. He's here to talk music, endeavors, and tell his story on the only place stories originate. Please welcome LROC to the Gray Space. What's good, my brother?
What's happening? That was an amazing intro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah,
that was nice. I liked it that one.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We got to make sure it's done right, man. And like I said, man, Breezy hit the line. We were trying to coordinate this, man, and he was like, "Look, Dre, I need him to come through, bro. I just need it to happen." I'm like, all right, cool. So
shout out Bryce Breeze.
Yeah, man.
My
shout
God.
out to Breeze, man. And as we started to get tapped into some of the things you're working on and your sound, you know, it's definitely West. You know what I'm saying? And if you can ask anybody,
we like the West around
man,
here.
I'm Westy, bro. Like if it's West, I'm with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you also have a delivery that's a little bit punchy in a way, you know what I'm saying, which is more kind of attributed to like New York, some areas in the Midwest as well. Right. And you definitely have a style and some stuff you're talking about, you know what I mean? Definitely talking that street talk. Talk to us though, man, about early LROC. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of Marvel. I love origin stories.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so talk to us about how you really got into this whole music scene.
By accident, really.
Okay.
Like I happened to go to somebody's house who had the in-home studio, and like I had never even seen the in-home. I didn't even know you could do music. Like I didn't know that was a possibility.
Okay.
I'm just a young cat in the streets. We just trying to get money. I pop over to this dude's house, and he got like hella niggas in there just rapping and shit. And one of them was my cousin, and my cousin like, come here, man, come here, rap. I'm like, I'm not a rap. He's like, come here and rap. And the opportunity presented itself, so I just took it. And ever since, I just ran with it, man. I've been in love with just studio performances. I've been like being in the studio is like one of my greatest things in life right now. Okay. Just being in there, being able to vibe out and create. So,
how long you been doing it?
Like 10 years, but like seriously, I've been doing it for 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So early LROC. Was it always LROC, or did you have an early stage name?
Yeah, it's been LROC since day one. My cousin called me LROC, and I was like, it just stuck.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? I changed the meaning of it. You know, it was on some other shit, but I found a way to, you know, I'm about progression and growing. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to grow out of just everything being about drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not. It's a way to survive, but it's not how we trying to get somewhere else in the future. So. I took the LROC and I, you know what I'm saying, put those words to it: love, respect, obligation, currency. And like you said, it's just most important things in my life at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So keep it a buck, man. Were the bars trash early, or was it out the gate? You know what I'm saying?
When I think about it now, yeah, definitely they was trash. I thought that shit was fucking fire. But when I listen to it, yeah, I be people be pulling up old videos and shit, and I be like, yeah, nah, don't play that. That's not the one. That's That's not who I am.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So we got a good friend of ours, man, DJ HMD, who hails from the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
And we had him on. It was earlier this year. I want to say.
I think so.
And what I've always been, you know, I'm big into hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hip hop historian, and I'm one of the few people that like really watches like battle rap. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really in tune with a lot of Pacific Northwest, and I always attribute Pacific Northwest to bars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's an area that's really slept on because you got a lot of shit going on in Portland. You got a lot of shit going on in Seattle.
Definitely.
Tacoma. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of shit going on in the Pacific Northwest. And it just hasn't truly been attached to the West the way it needs to be. Talk to us about kind of the movement, like what you see from your vantage point, you know, being in the thick of it.
Yeah, we kind of hold a shadow to Cali. Cali is like a big, overwhelming shadow for the Northwest. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the way they move together, like for some reason, if you're not in California, you don't see your artist as a Cali, like you don't see him as a big star. You know what I'm saying? So for some reason, I don't know what it is about, and it's us for us as rappers too. We see each other. I mean, there might be some great rappers, like you said, battle rappers. I wanted to shout out Stewie Newton because I don't know if you know who he is. But
Fire.
He's one of the dopest ones. But I see him and I'd be like, man, how is this dude not pop? You know what I'm saying? He's amazing. He's amazing. But against, it doesn't matter what coast he's in. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, we just can't figure it out how to get behind our artists. I don't know what that is. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
There's too many. Maybe it's too many rappers, not enough fans. I don't know. But it's really difficult for to get a push behind any artist in a city like that. Macklemore did it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that,
well, that's what you see too. Is like, and I talked about this kind of behind the scenes with the whole Macklemore situation, and I love to hear kind of how you feel about it, just kind of being from that area. But you know, there had to be a certain sound for it to translate to the
demographic. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And so, and then once it translated, then it was like, nah, we off that. Now I'm doing something totally different.
Right.
Talk to us about the sound though. What's really going on in the Pacific Northwest? Because it's a blend of fire shit.
Yeah, it definitely is a blend of like that grungy hip hop shit. There's that dancey poppy type. And a lot of the auto tune shit is popping over in the West Coast right now. And Seattle for sure is taking advantage of that. Like, I don't know if you know who Lil Mosey is. He got that sound a little popping too. But it's just there's a lot of hip hop shit that's just not able to break through.
Okay.
But there's some dope ass acts out there, man.
Okay.
Some dope ass acts.
What are you I'm gonna try to phrase this the right way. What's your game plan? What's your attack plan for not just really for yourself, because that's you know, keep the main thing the main thing, but to also help showcase and put a light on the Northwest.
Just moving around and then repping for where you from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people move around or move to a different place because they think they can get popping in that place or something like that. Yeah, you could do that, but you can't really be in touch with home when you do that. You know what I'm saying? So move around. Don't leave home. Move around and put on for your city when you go to those places. But you got to go there and represent for real. You got to really show up and show out. And that's the only way it's really going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty big, though, man. Like that, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about that because, you know, our interviews and stuff that we do, a lot of people get trapped in their city, you know, and they're just stagnant there.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
And it's easy to get trapped.
To come out to Arizona, right? And, you know, I don't know where else you're going.
Everywhere. Wherever they'll have me, I'm popping up.
But yeah, man, I just don't hear that enough. That people are get out of your city. Like, it's cool to be, I'm from Tacoma, or I'm from Seattle, or I'm from wherever, you know, or even Phoenix or whatever.
Right.
But everybody just like stays in that spot. And it's so hard. Like, you got to have experience of the world.
And it's hard for people that know you to accept you as a star. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's that's gonna be hard no matter where you are. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's a star. If you know a star, you know what I'm saying. You be like, oh, this is my partner. I don't need to go to that show. I know this dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to buy this merch. I know this guy. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of that. You know, and the only way to get out of that is like I said, to move around and get into other demographics, link in with others, cats that are at your level, and do music with them, share fans. You know what I'm saying? Because I always tell people, nobody's listening to one person. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's out here just listening to one person, one artist, one genre of music. Nobody's doing that. You spread yourself around, and you might get in somebody's playlist. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to do it.
So, Tacoma. I think Tacoma. I think Washington in general. As a sports fan, I'm thinking the Huskies. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking Washington State. You know, and when people think Washington, they think Seattle. But talk to us about Tacoma for somebody who doesn't know what the environment is like, because the Northwest is rainy, it's cloudy. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people look at places like Seattle. They look at places like, you know, Denver, Colorado Springs, they, you know what I'm saying, Portland. They look at these places as like wholesome places from the outside. Right. And, you know, every place got something going on. So talk to us about Tacoma and kind of how it was growing up in Tacoma.
Tacoma is that place. Tacoma is the place that has something going on, like from Washington, I believe. I mean, Seattle's crazy too, but Tacoma is like, it's not... when you don't got enough bread to really live in Seattle, you go to Tacoma.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And then those are the type of people that are attracted, you know, that are in that city. The less fortunate, trying to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't all bad though. I wouldn't say that. It was just, you know, any other city going through hard times. Even especially now, 2024. It's hard to pay rent around here, you know what I'm saying? And fence smoking is going on. There's people living in tents outside your house. So it's just a different ball game, you know? The police is not always the most friendliest. You know, I come from a spot where a nigga killed the police, so they be really pressing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it's Tacoma. It's home, though, for me. I love it. I fucking love it. I wouldn't want to live nowhere else.
Okay. So, you know, kind of brought up, you know, talking to drug talk, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it is prevalent and especially a lot of earlier stuff too, you know what I'm saying? But it's prevalent in the bars, you know. Talk to us kind of about, you know, sticking with that, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's not really done anymore on that, or like the way you talk about it. You know what I mean? From the street vantage point, because you really only see like Pusha T doing it, and then the young boys is just talking crazy. It's not really
they didn't turn into addicts.
Street, you know what I'm saying? From the hustlers' perspective.
I always just say I'm the last dope boy left. I don't know. I can't give it up. I don't really feel like giving it up. I think it needs to be more pushed out there. It's prevalent. It still exists. Motherfuckers are still dying, overdosing on drugs. So somebody's out here peddling them. So those niggas need music to listen to too, you know. And
that's a fact.
But I like to touch on a lot of other subjects as well. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk to the ladies. I'm a ladies' man. And I like to, you know, just voice my opinion on life shit in general. So, yeah. The drug shit is just my go-to.
It's gonna be there.
It's just in me. It's just in me. I just, when I'm in a blank space, it just comes to me.
Okay. No, that's fair. You know what I'm saying? And I think the one thing that's missing in hip hop, you know what I'm saying, is that vantage point, is being honest about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, one of my I have him in my top 5 is Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? And even though he's grown and he's, you know, changed somewhat, he always keeps that same energy. You know what I'm saying? You got to. And you have to.
If that's who you are, that's just who you are. That's just who you are, And
I think it's missing. You know what I'm saying? You see people like Benny the Butcher, you know what I'm saying? The whole Griselda movement.
Shout out Griselda.
You know what I'm saying? Keeping that same type of energy. Merkham's out here, keeping that same
sure.
type of energy, and I think it's what's missing in hip hop. And I think we kind of started to see that maybe in a different way with the recent, battle between Drake and Kendrick and how that all ended up. You know what I'm saying?
Before you go too far to that, shout out Merkham's because he showed me real love when I came to Arizona. Shout out Merkham's, man.
Merkham's solid,
for sure.
So I think it's dope that you continue to showcase that. You've had some ups and downs in this industry as you've come through. Some people you've rocked with, some people you haven't rocked with. Mm-hmm. Talk to us about the ups and downs, because a lot of people think that music and being an artist nowadays is just like, yo, we gonna rap some shit, we gonna jump on social media, make a couple videos, we about to blow up. You know what I'm saying? But they don't see the behind the scenes of kind of the pettiness and the bullshit that goes on behind. So talk about that.
Yeah, when I first got into the game, I came in with it was Gritty Gang. It's a clique of my niggas from the streets and some people that wanted to rap, you know what I'm saying? I think what happened was for them, it was realizing how much actual work it was to be into this entertainment business, you know what I'm saying? To actually have to pay for studio time or pay for an engineer to mix your shit and pay for a video and photo shoots and shit. Like, people wasn't really ready for that at the beginning. My second venture was NYL, and that was more so like learning the game, like learning the ins and outs and getting myself ready. Like, I gotta, like, realizing that this is a business. So you realize, okay, it's gonna cost me hella money to do this shit.
That's a fact.
Right. Mm-hmm. Then you realize, okay, if you start working with people who are gonna invest their money into you, now you gotta figure out a way to recoup that money. You gotta figure out a way to get more money on top of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a business at the end of the day. So I realized that my second go around, and then LX3, it was my shit. So it was like, okay, now I know I'm gonna have to invest my money. It's gonna cost money to do this shit, and I gotta treat this like a business. I gotta save receipts. I got taxes. I got a business affairs manager. You know what I'm saying? I got all these things. I gotta make sure I got all the right pieces in place to be able to accomplish the goal and get out there. So I think right now, me and my team, we getting it together now. We on the way. We on the right path.
And talk to us about LX3, man. Like, when did it start? When did you guys come up with it and kind of found it and bring it out of the mud a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Plant that seed, and where is it at now? How do you see it now?
So I was signed to a management company, NYL, and they shut down. Like, they had an artist that tried to go premiere, it didn't work out. So they just basically was like, we're not investing no more money into niggas. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. And when around that same time that happened, my business partner, his name's Leon Phelps, he used to rap, and out of nowhere, he's from Seattle, I'm from Tacoma, you know what I'm saying? So we've always had this type of little rivalry thing. We somehow always end up fucking on the same bitches or something, like, okay. Yeah, like some weird shit. And then, but one day he just called me and was like, man, I don't want to rap no more. But I can't see myself not being in music, you know what I'm saying? But and the only nigga I know that's hard is you. I want to get behind you. And from that moment, I was like, okay, well, let's put something together. We put it, and we was like, we're gonna start this entertainment company. We had some artists at first when we was trying to do that, but when you trying to, you know what I'm saying, make it to the top, you got to focus on you. So I just, I gave all that up, trying to focus on other artists, and just started focusing on myself. And same with him. And as we gone, we just built this team. Stock, Ghost, Big Frankie at the house, Jen. We just been building a team of people that can just help us push this thing forward.
I think you made the right decision, because you said something when you trying to, especially when you starting a label out. And I think that's where a lot of like startup labels fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because they look at the old school, the no limit model.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to get a whole bunch through the door at the same time. Yeah.
And it worked for a brief period. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then same thing with Cash Money, right? But then as that started to grow with Young Money, I mean, Young Money had 20 fucking artists on the label, and only 3 of them went, big. Right. Four, Tyga included, right?
Right.
And so it is difficult, because you got to keep the main thing, right? But the way you attacked it was, instead of let's build a team of artists, let's build a team of people who can contribute to this artist, right, of everything,
right.
But that shit ain't easy though.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's social media, and it's a gang of photographers, it's a gang of producers, it's a gang of managers. Everybody doing something,
and you gotta find people that actually believe in you.
They fuck with you,
right? And also, I took it a step further though. I try to figure out a way to help those people that are on my team. I know they all do something. Like everybody has a thing that they do other than work for LX3. So what I did was I got a space. I'm like, I'm gonna get this space, put this space together, and now we all can work out of this space. So if you want to run studio sessions, I need you to be my engineer. But if you want to run studio sessions out of here, bro. It's on you. Go ahead, do your thing.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And it was a way to make sure that we had money coming in as a collective, and we can still put out, you know what I'm saying, product and content for me as an artist.
Nice.
Yeah. Good trade-off.
I want to talk to you about projects. Okay. Because you have projects.
Yes.
This is a rarity these days. It really is a rarity because I know you have singles and stuff like that. But talk to me about like why it's important to you to drop projects, because me as an old man, I love just sitting down, man, and listening to what you have to put out and the message that you have as a project has 14 songs, 12 songs, 13, whatever it is.
And that's exactly why. Because you can't deliver a message in a single. You can't deliver a whole message of who you are in a single, especially if most of the time people just put out singles because they just want to make themselves pop. They want to get popped in the culture, or they get 100 million views or something, you know what I'm saying? I really want my fan base to know. I be trying to build a cult fan base, you know what I'm saying? I want my fan base to know me. I want you to know what you're going to get. I want you to know from point A to point B on this album is going to be this, and you're going to hear this type of shit on this album. I like that. I like having concept albums. Every one of them is almost damn near a concept album.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think of hip-hop today? What do you think the state of hip-hop is today? Do you like where it's at? Do you hate where it's at?
It's dead. It's dead. I still enjoy making music. I still enjoy putting out music and getting the fans' reaction to the music. I'm going to probably do that until I die. But yeah, it's just right for right now. It's a vehicle to get to the next bag. You know what I'm saying? It's to get your, you know what I'm saying, your numbers up. You know what I'm saying? Your currency up. Your name is all you got. You know what I'm saying? So your name can be worth $1 million tomorrow if you play it right. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. I'm trying to build my name. I love the music. I'm always do the music, but getting stock in my name is way more important at this time because music is dead. The game is dead. The way streams are set up and everything, the game is just dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with you 100%. Like, it's such a weird thing, right? Because you know, we come from this big mega corporations, you know, the capitals, the you know all the you know the main 3 or 4 that they're really that's it. They still exist today. Right. And then everybody's like, nah, fuck y'all. You know, but now it's even harder because it's like, how do I find anybody? Because everything gets so buried with the streaming. And to your point, in a sense, everybody wants that one song to get a million.
They're gonna put out a billion whack songs, you know? No matter what it is. Yeah. Like, it might catch.
Right.
Nah, I can't do that. Can't do that.
I'm glad to hear it because that bugs me about music, and it don't matter the genre. To be honest with you,
for sure,
it's just frustrating, and I have to compliment you on actually making a product that somebody can sit down and listen to in a 40-minute session. Right. You know what I mean?
And that's what I like to do. Road trip that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
know? Yeah, it ain't no more real projects. You know what I'm saying? I think this year I heard 2, which was Sir. Okay. That R&B project.
R&B, for sure.
Rhapsody just dropped an absolute. Rhapsody.
Yeah, I got to check it out. I didn't hear that.
That album's phenomenal.
Okay,
like, bar heavy, crazy.
Definitely gonna check it out. Definitely gonna check it out.
So, Jud Talk Larry.
Jud Guy Larry. Jud Guy Larry.
Jud Guy Larry. For one, I'm a big Larry June fan, so I love that. You know what I'm saying? Not that you know, that's your vibe. You know, I love that you have that vibe, and you the Jud guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Talk to us about kind of that moniker, that swag, that where it all came from.
When I was young, man, I was in the streets. I didn't want niggas knowing my name. I just said I was L. I used to say L. I'm L. And Jay one time was like Larry, and I was like, Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm Larry.
Sure, right.
And from that day, I was just Larry, and I just ran with it. I wouldn't even tell the new Jay, yeah, I'm Larry. Yeah, my name's Larry. And then after a while, I just was Jug God Larry. I am the Jug God. You know what I'm saying? I was out here jugging. I'm the Jug God. You know what I'm saying?
Is that the more like swag, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to kind of the hard and the trap, you know what I'm saying?
So I always say it's different hustling in the Northwest because we don't have there is some spots where you can post up at, but that's not really a thing. You can't really just post up at some spot and think it's not going to get raided at any, like, quickly. You know what I'm saying? Okay. On the East Coast and in the South, it seems like the trap houses stay open forever. You know what I'm saying?
They never close.
Yeah, that's not happening in a neighborhood where there's a lot of Caucasian people and stuff like that because it's too much traffic. They're going to close that shit down immediately. So we in the streets with it. We're like mobile with it. The phone hit. You moving around. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we jugging. That's jugging. Okay. Moving around. Yeah, when you're moving around with it.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm I want the people, man, to have a better, you know what I'm saying, understanding by the end of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of before they go listen to the music.
Yeah, for sure.
So when they walk through the door, they like,
yeah,
got it. You know what I'm saying?
You rather be jugging than trapping anyway. You don't want to be trapped.
Right.
You don't want to be trapped.
Right.
You want to be in motion, baby.
You want to be in motion. So you got some stuff that you obviously put out, a gang of shit that you put out. Definitely been active. I seen that you was kind of working on something that's people can pay. Like, what's going on? What's going on
I got
with the music?
I got an album out. It's been out for like a month now.
Okay.
Or it's an EP. Mandatory Obligations. It's on Even for Pay What You Want. Yep. And if you do that, we got like some live performances and an interview with me and a producer who put the product together. But
you work with one producer on this whole project.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
And it's crazy because I usually work with all the producers. I like all my albums. I'm coming in. I'm sitting down with the producer. Mm-hmm. Maybe I probably got like 3 tracks that's probably not with the producer. Okay. But I like to be hands on with my shit. Okay. Like, and I like to know who I'm working with as well. Right. So that's always, and build that relationship. You know, it's good to have that producer. Like this guy, I found him on the internet, and we've been like this ever since. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
How was that experience? Because the Nas and Hit Boy series to me was tremendous.
Crazy.
Like that's
Crazy.
a 6-album run.
Crazy.
That ain't nobody's ever gonna fucking duplicate it, right?
Yeah.
And I love that when you see like a Dave East just dropped today with Mike and Keys. Mm-hmm. Definitely a sonic. Even the Rhapsody album produced by Black Odyssey throughout the whole album. They were executive produced the whole project.
Nice.
You can hear that sound if you go listen to Black Odyssey. You can hear that in Rhapsody's songs all throughout.
Nice.
And I think people stay away from it because they want the different sounds. I want my shit to sound. I don't want every song to sound the same. Mm-hmm. But there is something that's creating a vibe where you could just sit down with one dude that's making it sound specifically for you and what the fuck you want to talk about. So talk about that experience.
It's amazing. It's probably the best. When you go from doing that to like having somebody send you a beat, it's like, fuck these beats in the email, bro. I'll sit in the in the studio with the producer for hours before I do that again. Mm-hmm. Because I can really, it's really mine. It's really me. You know what I'm saying? When I get on, by the time I'm rapping on this, I done already made it to where it's like, it has my spaces and all the sounds I want. So now my voice is just another instrument in there, and it's gonna come together just way more better.
Okay. And the platform you said is what? It's called Even?
Even, yeah.
What is it? It's like a Bandcamp type of deal, or what is it?
Kind of like Bandcamp, but it's more like Apple Music, where you can pay the money straight to the artist, and you listen on that platform.
Okay, so it's like a streaming service.
Yeah, for sure. La Russell, I don't know if you know La Russell.
Oh, is that the shit he works with?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He put that. He's a big ambassador for that, and I've been trying to follow his motto because he getting to his bread just off of his shit alone.
See, that's where we got to see you, bro.
Yeah.
We got to see you right there on the stage. That'd be fire.
Yeah.
Because he be putting out some crazy shows. He got everybody coming out.
He definitely does.
I think Busta was just out there from what I seen. He was on his way out there.
Yeah, T-Pain out there not too long ago.
You got to do that shit.
He just did a show.
Do that shit in Tacoma.
Come on, man. I'm trying to make everything happen.
Yeah. That should be fire.
Yeah.
And definitely like during the summer, bro, like, You know what I'm saying? We get down to that nice weather. Fuck this hot ass 115. That shit hit 105. I walked outside. Man. I said, motherfucker, man,
that shit, wow.
I got 3 more fucking months of this shit, man. You get to go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is definitely something to get used to. This is
my man behind the camera. He about to be in 75 fucking degrees, man. God damn. Some bullshit.
You have any live shows coming up?
Nah, I just put off live shows. I was doing them all last year. I put off live shows because I just been wanting to get around, do some radio press.
Okay.
Work on these albums. I've been working on the album with this guy, so we're almost done with that.
And y'all working on the full project together?
Yeah. Nah, a full album. The other one was just an EP. Yeah, we've been doing it. We've been doing it for about 1.5 years, 2 years almost. Yeah.
See,
working on one album.
That shit. See, okay, that's what the fuck I'm talking about because people don't put the time in no more, man. Yeah. It's let me drop this shit in 30 days. Let me do 100,000 songs. Like working and crafting an actual fucking project that you probably gonna do, you know, upwards of 30, 40 tracks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Probably already got that.
Yeah, 28 right now. Okay. Yeah.
And then taking those 30, 40, 50 tracks and nail them down to 10, 11, 12, 13, whatever the case may be.
Was it 12? We doing 12? 12.
Okay. And crafting those songs and being able to put them in the right order. Man, this one's fire, but it don't fit the vibe. You know what I'm saying? You can push that to the side, and that's the album 2. That's album 3, whatever the case may be. Right. So
having them leftovers is also a great thing too.
Great thing. For sure. And you just sprinkle them where you need them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we just did with the EP. We got some leftovers. We're gonna sprinkle those when we need them. Yeah, for sure.
Hit them with the deluxe version and all that shit. So what's coming up for LROC, man? Besides, you know, the music, what you got planned for the rest of 2024?
Man, we've seen the shirts. We've been working on a Dope Boy Kush, a weed strain. Okay. Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
We linked in with a farm in Seattle. They about to help us get this strain off the ground. I'm just gonna be the ambassador of it, really, but I'm gonna put some money behind it so I can be an investor in it, so I can get my cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, Dope Boy Kush, and just really just getting the name out there, moving around, traveling. I'm trying to work with as many artists as I can in different states, just so I can get my name out there, man. Okay. Just pushing the line real hard. Man.
Nice. You got anything that you know what I'm saying? We skipped, we missed, anything you wanna?
Not really. If you ever come to Tacoma, you know what I'm saying, I got a studio out there, LX3 creative studio. Okay. We do photo shoots, podcasts, and we got a recording studio upstairs. So all of that. Nice.
Yeah. Well, LROC, man, I appreciate you coming through, man. The door is always open.
Appreciate
you. Know what I'm saying? You got a direct line. You know what I'm saying?
You.
Through Instagram, you got the digits, you know what I'm saying? So you can always text me when you back in town, whatever.
Most definitely.
Pull back through, you know, even if you just want to, you know, pull up and talk some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
What we're here for,
it's love, it's love.
Looking forward to the upcoming projects that you got going on.
Thank you.
Keep the movement going. You know what I'm saying? And definitely when you get the Dope Boy Kush start getting out there.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to send you a pack.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm gonna need it this summer,
yeah,
bro.
For sure. I got you.
I'm gonna need it when I go out to Dago, man, in July. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
I'm gonna go to Old Town Mexican Cafe. If you already know, you know it's fire. Little abuelitas up in there making them tortillas. You know what I'm saying? About to go and give you the motherfucking burrito. You know, you already know. You already know. I'm about to hit the liquor store around the corner. They got all the tequila there. I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? So, LROC, I appreciate you, brother. Like I said, you got the open line, man, to come through anytime. Let them know where they can find you, man, socially.
Yeah, you can find me on everything. All my socials the same, at Long Live LROC, LX3empire.com /LROC. And yeah, LROC on all the DSPs, man. Get my music.
For sure.
Nice, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show, man. We really do appreciate it. Everybody out there, you guys stay safe. You guys stay positive out there.
And as always, this is The Gray Space.
Peace.